the Rigs Without Cigs program. Go to truckersfund.org under the Health and Wellness tab and sign up for Rigs Without Cigs.
It's almost time for the largest annual trucking event in the world, the Mid-America Trucking Show, March 24th through 26th in Louisville, Kentucky. Register today for the 50th anniversary event at truckingshow.com. See the latest trucking industry solutions in person with more than 750 hands-on exhibits displaying industry equipment and technology. Learn from over 40 education sessions covering the latest topics and industry changes. Reconnect with friends at the 50th opening celebration, the Veterans in Trucking event, the Women in Trucking event, and more. Explore career opportunities with over 120 carriers looking to recruit drivers. See a massive display of the hottest custom show trucks in the country and the PKY Truck Championship, Light Show, and Truck Parade. Experience the raw power and non-stop excitement of the Winter Nationals Championship Pulling event. Unwind and have fun with country stars Coy Walker and Tony Justice in concert. Don't miss the 50th annual Max event, March 24th, 25th, and 26th in Louisville, Kentucky. Register today at truckingshow.com.
If you depend on a truck to make a living, then American Trucker is for you. Every day, Trucker.com is packed with information you need to keep your truck running and the money rolling. From new products to the latest regulations, American Trucker has what you need to know. American Trucker staff knows that you are running a small business, and they work hard to bring you news and information that matters. So don't miss American Trucker's free news. Go to Trucker.com. That's Trucker.com and sign up today.
This is State Public Health Veterinarian Dr. E. Jones. Having fun outdoors can mean fun in the sun, but it can also mean exposure to mosquitoes and ticks. While most insect bites are just annoying, some viruses and bacteria can be spread through the bites. There are several things that you can do to lower your risk, such as using EPA-registered repellents containing 20% beef or carrot. It is best to always consult with a pediatrician before using repellents on children. Also, wear light-colored clothing with long sleeves and always check yourself for ticks. Additionally, install or repair window and door springs. Empty any standing water in the yard. Keep gutters clean and drainage ditches free from leaves or other yard debris. This will also help reduce standing water. These basic techniques can help you safely enjoy the outdoors and create memories that will last a lifetime.
My muscles ache. I was tired all the time.
My son had a full-blown asthma attack that came out of nowhere.
The unsettling thing about some symptoms is
I had a fever and these terrible headaches.
you don't always know what's causing it. It was Lyme disease from a tick bite.
I had West Nile virus from a mosquito. I had a reaction to cockroach allergy.
Threats to your health can come from unexpected places. Get the facts. Visit pestbook.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Russell Wilson here with Play 60, United Way in the NFL, helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day. To get involved, go to unitedway.org/play60. Are you guys going to do it every time? Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
It's Red Eye Radio, 86690 Red Eye. I just tweeted out the article. It's you'll see it on Twitter at the Gary Red Eye 1. And it's the Democrats' common sense problem. It's, I mean, to me, it just, we've known this for a long time. It's good to see the polling. And we have said this before. We know that there are Democrats inside the party and long-term Democrats that know exactly what the problem is in the Democratic Party.
Yeah, and these are, again, different issues than what a Mitt Romney would have been on in 2012, although those are important issues for things to take on in 2022 in a different way. And that's it. When we talk about critical race theory, when we talk about these items like a massive spike in crime because of the whole defund the police movement, these are things right there in your backyard, in your home. Those things, remember, what was it, 2008, 2012? What are the kitchen table conversations? What are the kitchen table issues? Those are front door, kitchen table, and every room in the house issues.
I can't afford to put anything on the kitchen table.
Right.
It's a problem. That's another one, yeah.
News is brought to you by Travel Centers of America, home of world-class coffee, the freshest roast on the road.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Be a part of the conversation. Call the Shell Rotella hotline, 866-907-3339. Shell Rotella, the engine oil that works as hard as you.
Drivers, your truck doesn't care where it stops for fuel, so why is your fleet using a car that only gets discounts at specific locations? You deserve to save everywhere. You deserve A to B. A to B is the fleet fuel card that gives you discounts anywhere you fuel up, because it's accepted wherever they take Visa.
Now, A to B does have some no's, as in no setup fee, no transaction fee, no monthly fee, no late payment fees, no over-limit fee, and no gallon limits to the amount of discounted fuel. Plus, you'll build business credit when you pay on time, and if you ever need help, you simply call their 24/7 customer service team. You deserve to save every time you fill up.
Apply for A to B today. Go to a2b.com/radio. There's no credit check required, and for a limited time, you'll get a $50 credit when you use their zero-fee card. That's the letters ATOB.com/radio for a $50 credit. A2b.com/radio. If you're a trucking industry professional, then you need to stay on top of changing regulations, equipment upgrades, and technology advancements. Fleet Owner Magazine gives you all of this and more. Written for fleet executives and managers, Fleet Owner gives you the business intelligence on operations, vehicle maintenance, regulations, and information technology you need to stay ahead. But that's not all. With its monthly print publication, daily and weekly email newsletters, and a website updated several times a day, Fleet Owner has all the latest news and information delivered to you when you want it and where you want it. From industry experts to award-winning writers and columnists, Fleet Owner is the #1 source for trucking information in North America. Remember to visit fleetowner.com every day for the latest industry news. You can also sign up to receive Newsline, their free email newsletter, and subscribe to Fleet Owner Magazine. Visit fleetowner.com. Fleet Owner, for news you can use.
Come join Red Eye Radio's host Eric Hartley at Red Eye Radio Lobby Booth for a boot scooting good time during the Mid-America Trucking Show, March 24th through the 26th at the Fair and Expo Center in Louisville, Kentucky. Mid-America will be celebrating its 50th anniversary. This year's star-studded event features live appearances and musical performances from country music sensations like Lucas Hoge, J.D. Shelburne, Jason Bird, Shane Owens, Mackenzie Phipps, Tony Justice, and many more. Visit their lobby booth number 41064 and register for great prizes like CD radios, GPS units, and much more. Visit RedEyeRadioshow.com for more information. Partners at this year's Red Eye Radio events include Shell Rotella, Call On Dock, Mercer Transportation, House Products, Pilot Flying J, Denny's, Motel 6, and the St. Christopher Truckers Fund. Don't miss out on the fun with Red Eye Radio's celebrity lineup at the Mid-America Trucking Show, March 24th through the 26th at the Kentucky Fair and Expo Center, booth number 41064 in South Wing Lobby A.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery. This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A new attempt at ending the war in Ukraine is underway in Turkey this morning. Reporter Felix Light has the latest from Istanbul.
Russia and Ukraine have begun high-level talks amid hopes that progress towards a ceasefire could be made. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who is hosting the talks in person, called on the two sides to, quote, put an end to this tragedy.
Ukraine is reporting some progress recapturing territory from Russian forces, including in the Kyiv suburb of Irpin. But Ukrainian emergency services reports this past hour at least 3 people were killed, 22 wounded when a Russian rocket hit an administration building in the southern port city of Mykolaiv. This woman fled the destruction in Mariupol. From Medika, Poland.
I don't have a home to go back to because it was bombed and it collapsed.
Moments ago in London. Queen Elizabeth making her first public appearance in months at a Thanksgiving service for her late husband. Prince Philip died last year at the age of 99. The Queen, who turns 96 next month, has been staying at Windsor Castle, where she recently rode out a COVID infection. Americans are still talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Academy Awards Sunday.
Wow! Will Smith is smacked out of it.
Now, Smith has issued an apology. CBS's Steve Futterman is in Los Angeles.
Smith went on Instagram to say the joke about his wife's medical condition was, in his words, too much for me to bear. He then issued a personal apology to Rock. Police here in LA say Rock has declined to file a police report, so for the moment no charges will be filed, but Will Smith could face disciplinary action by the Motion Picture Academy.
The gender pay gap has vanished in some places. CBS's Vicki Barker.
In D.C., New York, Los Angeles, and 19 other metropolitan areas, women under 30 have closed the pay gap or are even out-earning their male counterparts. The Pew Research Center study says younger women most thrive in places where strong job markets attract educated, career-oriented young people.
A year after some books were shelved for racist imagery, Dr. Seuss is ringing up record sales.
The places you'll go.
New data from NPD BookScan shows the late Theodore Geisel's tales are the #1 literary license in the U.S. by print sales. Top seller among them.
I do not like them, Pam, I am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
The private company that manages Geisel's works launched a campaign to address claims of racist content. S&P futures are up 16. Dow futures ahead, 143. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to get the money?
No, I never
This is
thought about
Ron
that.
LeGrand, and over the past 40 years, I've bought over 3,000 houses without using my money or credit, and taught thousands to do the same. Today, even in a virtual environment, we buy nice houses in nice neighborhoods using no banks, realtors, contractors, or other costly entanglements, and build huge cash flow and wealth without the hassle of tenants, all without credit, little or no money. You don't need a license or experience, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Text free to 99-799 and I'll send you my free training. I promise I'll change the way you think about real estate and open the door to a new lifestyle that doesn't involve risk or rehab and can quickly replace your current income. Text free to 99-799 and let me show you how to take your life from your home. Text free to 99-799. Again, text free to 99-799.
Hello, Melissa.
Selling pop stars getting fitted for a cap and gown.
Taylor Swift probably won't want to shake this one off. She's set to receive an honorary degree from New York University. NYU says the 11-time Grammy winner will address the graduates of 2022 in May at Yankee Stadium. What's more, due to the pandemic, it will honor the classes of 2020, 21, and 22, and Swift will receive an honorary doctorate of fine arts. It'll be her first college degree.
I can use one of those.
CBS News, New York.
Are you feeling the pinch of inflation? How about an endless breakfast for under $9? Denny's is offering all-you-can-eat buttermilk pancakes, cheesy scrambled eggs, and hash browns for $6.99 in most states, $8.99 in some. The chain's calling it the most for your money breakfast. Offers good only if you dine in. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you, it finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply for your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial. ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
Crypto, NFTs, fine art. That's right. Fine art is also considered an alternative asset. The difference? Fine art has a track record, outpacing the S&P 500 for 25 years. And now a new platform called Masterworks lets anyone invest in art. And you don't have to be a millionaire to join. Masterworks.io. Promo code SURPRISE. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the importance of
The picture eyes not on what is seen,
we all reach
but what is unseen. What is seen is temporary. What is unseen is
That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home. And My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies waiting for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. They are the two sexiest fat men alive. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. And Allstate Better Protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Another beautiful day on the way. We will add a little bit of a breeze today. We're talking wind speeds of 10 to 15, nothing crazy, and some more clouds than what we had yesterday. We'll call today partly cloudy, very warm, highs around 84 degrees. We are entirely dry. For tonight, we're mostly cloudy, but dry, lows around 60. And for Wednesday, the daytime is dry, highs in the 80s. It will turn very windy, and then a strong to severe line of storms comes through late Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities to send anyone on an alternate route. Interstate systems moving into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, and Greenville. 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy, still carrying light traffic. Get ready for summer, vacations, and family fun with a Toyota Highlander or RAV4. They've got them at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter. Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch Traffic. This is Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams, WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Tuesday. Public interviews continue for the candidate running for the Montgomery Public School System superintendent role. The MPS School Board recently interviewed Dr. Melvin Brown in Ohio. Next up, Dr. Anthony Lewis from Kansas, Dr. Marley Shepard, Texas, Dr. Donald Warren in Georgia, Dr. Avis Williams from Sumter City Schools here in Alabama. The mayors representing the largest cities in Alabama wrapped up the summit in Tuscaloosa. The meeting was to allow mayors to exchange ideas and talk about crime, specifically Aniah's Law. Lawmakers have passed a law, the amendment goes to voters. The annual Wilson Pickett Music and Arts Festival will be at Pratt Park around Prattville Saturday. There will be music, food, children's activity, and artists will be indoors. Guys, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. with including. I'm Jasmine Williams. These are your morning headlines.
Crypto, NFTs, fine art? That's right. Fine art is also considered an alternative asset. The difference? Fine art has a track record, outpacing the S&P 500 for 25 years. And now a new platform called Masterworks lets anyone invest in artwork. And you don't have to be a millionaire to join. Go to masterworks.io and use promo code SURPRISED. Masterworks.io, promo code SURPRISED. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer. We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going
going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home, and My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
The Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is called All Creative Minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse, inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing organizational and individual cultural endeavors in our hometown. To advance this now, they're seeking independent artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit MontgomerySL.gov and click on the Cultural Affairs page to register to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
Katie Britt is a law and order Christian conservative running for the Senate to secure our border and protect hardworking Alabama families from violent crime. As Alabama Senator, Katie Britt will fight to finish President Trump's rule, and she'll always back the blue. County Sheriff John Senator
With the Biden liberals trying to corner.
Exactly. That's all I hear about him the other day.
That's why I'm supporting Katie Britt's choice. Katie will get.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, when Montgomery Advertiser had me, they put me as top computer business a couple years ago. Wait a minute. But to be called the top computer business, you got to take out $300 for the advertiser. I said, no, get the guy next to me.
tough on crime and tough on illegal immigration, and she's ready to fight for Alabama families.
I'm Katie Britt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Direct to Alabama.
Crypto, NFTs, fine art. Fine art is also considered an alternative asset. The difference? Fine art has a track record, outpacing the S&P 500 for 25 years. And now a new platform called Masterworks lets anyone invest in artwork, and you don't have to be a millionaire to join. Go to Masterworks.io and use promo code SURPRISED. Masterworks.io, promo code SURPRISED. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer. We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home, and My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show. They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down. Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, now. Okay, there we go.
Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus.
Babaloo, 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 babaloo.
This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
All right, at Control Center. Controlling nothing. And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shine once again. For it's another day that the Lord has made. So good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. Good morning. How you doing? Just remember this. It's always best to be on top of the ground than the ground being on top of you. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or give you an introspective. Either way, it's good for the soul. It is March the 29th, 2022 AD. Today's daily bread is simply entitled, Past the Boundaries of Knowledge, of Knowing. Past the Boundaries of Knowing. Our scripture insight today comes from 2 Corinthians 4, 7 through 18. 2 Corinthians 4 and 18 says, we fix our eyes on what is seen, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Let me try that one more time. We fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. Govern yourselves accordingly. Good morning to you. And again, it is March the 29th. It is a day that has never been. I can't guarantee many things in life, but I can guarantee this. This day, March the 29th, 2022, will never come again. It is a one-time deal, a once-in-a-lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day. And you don't get to come back and undo the things you do. So whatever it is that you do this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you will be proud of what you have done this day. There's no doubt in my mind you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace of God, we may, I can surely say I don't know, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should not be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? Well, whatever you do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can't. Good morning. B.E. Mays said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say, if that is the standard by which you live life, you shall always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. After all, we all do. But you will never be a failure until you quit. We say, give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never, ever give up. You don't ever quit, because quitters don't win. And winners, they may fail at a thing or two, but they never quit. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. It is a great day to be alive. Past the boundaries of knowing. That's our daily bread for today, March the 29th. Good morning to you, Montgomery.
Hi, friends, and welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading was written by Monica LaRose, and she titled it, Past the Boundaries of Knowing. It was a hard day when my husband found out that, like so many others, he too would soon be furloughed from employment as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. We believed that God would meet our basic needs, but the uncertainty of how that would happen was still terrifying. As I processed my jumbled emotions, I found myself revisiting a favorite poem by 16th century reformer John of the Cross, entitled, I Went In, I Knew Not Where. The poem depicts the wonder to be found in a journey of surrender. When going past the boundaries of knowing, we learn to discern the divine in all its guises. And so that's what my husband and I tried to do during this season, to turn our focus from what we could control and understand to the unexpected, mysterious, and beautiful ways God can be found all around us. In 2 Corinthians 4, the Apostle Paul invited believers to a journey from the seen to the unseen, from the outward to inward realities, and from temporary struggles to the eternal glory that far outweighs them all. Paul didn't urge this because he lacked compassion for their struggles. He knew it would be through letting go of what they could understand that they could experience the comfort, joy, and hope they so desperately needed. They could know the wonder of Christ's life making all things new. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 7 through 18. But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. We always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. For we who are alive are always being given over to death for Jesus' sake, so that his life may also be revealed in our mortal body. So then, death is at work in us, but life is at work in you. It is written, I believed, therefore I have spoken. Since we have that same spirit of faith, we also believe and therefore speak, because we know that the one who raised the Lord Jesus from the dead will also raise us with Jesus and present us with you to himself. All this is for your benefit, so that the grace that is reaching more and more people may cause thanksgiving to overflow to the glory of God. Therefore, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Let's pray. Loving God, there is so much heartbreak and uncertainty in our world, so much that we can't understand. Help us to learn to follow you past what we can understand to the wonder of your life, breathing new life all around us. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Alicia Reisinger, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All righty then, it's time for PT. Hey, you got to do it. It keeps you young, keeps you going, keeps you moving, keeps you motivated. Time to rise and shine. Anybody seen the first sergeant? Tell him we know he's retiring, but he's not retired yet. Okay, can we get this done? Oh, knock it out, knock it out. Well, there we go, there we go, there we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
C-130 rolling down the strip.
C-130 rolling down the strip.
Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip.
Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip.
Mission unspoken destination unknown.
Mission unspoken destination unknown.
We don't even know if we're coming home.
Don't even know if we're ever coming home. Stand up,
hook up, shuffle to the door.
Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door.
I jump right out and count to 4.
Jump right out and count to 4.
If my main don't open wide,
if my main don't open wide,
I got a reserve by my side.
I got a reserve by my side.
And if that one should fail me too,
and if that one should fail me too,
look out below, 'cause I'm coming through.
Look out ground, I'm coming through.
I tell my will on the old drop zone.
And if I die on the old drop zone,
box me up and send me home.
Box me up and send me home.
Tell my girl I did my best.
Tell my girl I did my best.
And bury me in the front lead rest. Bury me in the leading rest.
When I get to heaven,
St. Peter gonna say, how'd you earn your living?
how'd you earn your living?
How'd you earn your pay?
How'd you earn your pay?
And I will reply with a little bit of anger.
I will reply with a whole lot of anger.
I mean, my living as an airborne ranger.
Earn my pay as an airborne ranger.
All right.
Driving on.
Driving on. Come on now. 11B. Infantry. Hey, amen. Amen. All right now. Woo! Oh, what a way to wake up first thing in the morning. Make you want to read a list. All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good this morning. Woke up on top of this top of the ground. The ground wasn't on top of me. So I am good. All right, then. So thankful. Blessed to still be here. Don't deserve it, but I sure do appreciate it. It is time to rise and shine and pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States, because without them, standing on a fence someplace, sleeping in your beds at night would be a little bit uncomfortable, wouldn't you say? So we celebrate our armed forces every day up here: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and the Space Force. We don't quite know what the Space Force does yet, but they're part of the family now. They're stepchildren right now. We're going to see what they're going to do, though. Okay, we'll see. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. And good morning, Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. And we got to give props. This is an Air Force town. I know we can't help it. That's where things work out sometimes. But it is the home of the C-141, the C-5A, the C-17, and the C-130 and the C-123. I am intimately familiar with all those planes except one. And the C-5. I don't know much about that C-17, but I sure like to get a ride on it just to check it out. Can somebody make that happen out there? Yeah, I just love it. I want to get on that bird one time, see what it looked like there. And last but certainly not least, the United States Marine Corps, whose motto is Semper Fidelis. But most of the Marines couldn't pronounce that, so we just cut it short, Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always, always faithful. Don't you wish everybody was? Now, if that doesn't wake you up first thing in the morning, all I can tell you is that you need to go in front of a mirror and blow on it, see if anything coming out of you. I'm just saying that's got to wake you up. That's got to motivate you first thing in the morning. I mean, that motivates me first thing in the morning. I got to wait till I get here to wake up. Anyway, good morning to you. You know, I've been thinking. Now, I know it's rare that I think, but I have been thinking. I'm trying to figure out who told men to wear these skinny ass pants. I mean, who told? I saw TD Jakes the other day, big as he is, with a big pair of skinny pants on. Now I know there's some extra thread in them pants. Who determines what we wear? And now I just seen a picture of Blade Runner. What's his name? Wesley Snipes, New Jack City. The man of the hour in New Jack City, walking around with a suit on that looks like a woman's dress pants. Now, listen, I feel, I know that cultural norms are somewhat different. But if your butt has to be pushed into a pair of pants, now we don't mind looking at women. Sometimes it's good seeing Texas and Iowa. I'm with you. I know how that feels. That's okay. But I don't want to see a guy trying to put Texas in Iowa. Okay. I mean, I don't get it. But these skinny pants thing. I mean, who determines what we wear? Right now, I ticked off somebody the other day because I was on Facebook, a very well-known person around here, and they put their child on Facebook and look like a girl. I said, why don't you cut his hair? And they got all upset at me. I said, cut his hair. I mean, what happened to it? We keep allowing other people to tell us what to wear, how to wear, and we look like fools. Fools. I mean, what's up with that? A man should look like a man. If God wanted you to be a girl, he'd have gave you the other thing. I'm just saying, and the clothes some of the junk we wear. And here's one I won't understand. I'll never understand this one. Never. When we're young, our pants get holes in them, right? They get holes in them. And so we throw them away or we get them fixed or something like that. Now that you're old, you're going back and buying pants for lots of money with holes in them. Now, I don't get that part. So we buy clothes with holes in them, pay extra money for less fabric. All because somebody in Hollywood decided that this is the look of the day. Americans are just, sometimes I think we have too much stuff. You know what I mean? We got too much stuff. I guarantee you, if the only pair of pants you had, you wore them so long that they got holes all in them, you wouldn't want to wear them. But now in this country, and now we got other places too. Now we buy clothes with holes in them, and we pay extra money for the pants, but they got less fabric because of the hole. So I'm just trying to figure this out. When is the world of fashion going to stop? Okay, what's the word I'm looking for? Not interfering, but when are they going to stop influencing? Okay, people in the United States to buy anything. That's what I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, they got Wesley. Now I know they got Magic Johnson's son. Okay, right on. But now they got Wesley Snipes, Mr. New Jack City himself. He walking around, look like he got a woman's pantsuit on. I mean, come on, man. I mean, who? Okay, is there something in the water? Is somebody, are the Russians or somebody bringing something over here and they put it in the water? That's what I need to know. Is something, is there some, okay, something's going on in America. And I don't exactly know what it is, but I'll be doggone if I'm not going to get to the bottom of it. Okay, because I don't know what's going on. Our young folks and old folks too, are being influenced by things that just don't really make much sense. I mean, really? So we wearing women's pantsuits now, the guys. They got Wesley. I mean, Wesley, my man, Blade Runner. What was his name in New Jack City? Can't think of his name, but he was a man. He was the baddest drug pusher around. Of course, at the end of the day, he got shot, but that's okay. I'm just saying, New Jack City, the man's man, Blade Runner, the man's man. Who has convinced him to look like a girl going that street? I don't know. I'm disappointed in us as a nation. Some days I just don't understand. Some days we just lost as a nation sometimes. Okay. So I'm just saying, I don't get it. I don't understand. So now I got to take a break so I can recompose myself and come back and give you some other things to think about as you traverse the highways and the byways of Montgomery this morning. But I just don't get it. Okay, and I don't know. I mean, it used to be great to be a guy. I mean, you wanted to look like a man. You know, you wanted to have the big muscles like me. Okay, so they ain't so big, but I ain't no wimp either though. So you know, you used to be proud to have some of that special T testosterone. See, so it's gotten so bad now that we had to call on Montgomery Men's Health to give us some tea because we done lost our tea. I don't know what's up. Maybe that tea got replaced with what's that substance in the women? Estrogen or whatever the hell it is. So we gave up tea and we got more E. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But it's a good thing I'm here to represent the manhood. Okay, it's a good thing I'm here. Me and a couple other guys. Now there's a couple other guys, you know, more men than I am, at least bigger men than I am. So, one of my buddies is T. Now, he all man, baby. He all man. So I'm just telling you, T, my man. Now, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start an organization, okay, called The Men. And what we are going to do, you must dress like a man, walk like a man, get a job like a man, okay, in order to join my club. Okay, so if you want to join the man, so there will be no ambiguity. You will know for certain if you belong to the man club in Montgomery, you are a man, 100%, 100%, and we're all gonna go to the clubs together. Okay, and we're gonna have our secret handshake. Okay, know that you belong to the man club. Okay, I'm just saying. So anybody who wants to join the man club, now you can't walk around with short pants on looking like a girl. Okay, your suit, you can't wear skinny suits. Okay, no. We're gonna wear like Paul Harvey suits that look like men. Okay, now I'll be taking applications at the end of the show. Okay, and there will be a $10 a month fee to join the club because men don't mind paying. I'm just saying. So when we come back, you know, the lessons of life, and one of the lessons of life, if you're born a man, look like one. I'm just saying. So anyway, I gotta take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some other things. But I'm just saying. So today is the inauguration of the Man Club. Okay, the Man Club, because we're men. We want to be men. We don't want to look like girls. When you see us, when we out there and about the city, you shall know that we are part of the Man Club. We're going to walk like a man. We're going to talk like a man. We're going to shake hands like a man. We're going to eat like a man. Of course, I don't really know what eat like a man means. I'll have to come up with some criteria. Okay. Eat like a man, which means that you cannot use the fork. You got to use your hands. Okay, eat like a man, use your hand. We'll be back right after this. So you can be today on the air. You can join up to the Man Club. Okay, we'll get the fees later on. But we have got to show our young folks today what being a man is all about. All right, I'm just saying. So okay, so I'm going to write the list down over here someplace so you can I'll put you down. Now, if you want to join, if you want to join secretly the Man Club, you can do that. All you got to do is text a brother, 294-1298, and just say Man Club. Okay, and I'll put you down. I'll call you later and get your name. That way I don't know you. Okay, so all right, let's take a break. We'll come back right after this on this inauguration day of the Man Club. Yeah, walk like a man, talk like a man, eat like a man, sleep like a man, go to the bathroom like a man. Yeah, we don't be squatting. We do our business like the man way. Okay, we'll be back.
Eagles Print and Marketing Services helps small business print big with wide format signs and banners. Right now, get $10 off custom printed signs, banners, and posters when you spend $50 or more. Offer and visit Staples.com/signage for details. This is your sign to print big at Staples.
Another beautiful day on the way. We will add a little bit of a breeze today. We're talking wind speeds of 10 to 15, nothing crazy, and some more clouds than what we had yesterday. We're called today partly cloudy, very warm, highs around 84 degrees. We are entirely dry. For tonight, we're mostly cloudy, but dry, lows around 60. And for Wednesday, the daytime is dry, highs in the 80s. It will turn very windy, and then a strong to severe line of storms come through late Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seaver for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Your Tuesday holds no major problems or accidents. Interstate system moving smoothly into and through the Tri-County area. You keep listening, and we will keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Whether your credit is excellent or just plain slow, a cash-out refinance or equity loan is just a call away. Call the 18 at NCS in Wetumpka, 567-9000, and unless 232-876. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
The 19th Amendment to the Constitution giving women the right to vote is known as the Susan B. Anthony Amendment. She was a leading voice in the women's suffrage movement and once wrote, "There never will be a complete equality until women themselves help to make the laws and elect lawmakers." She clearly is one of the heroines. She knew that failure was impossible. We salute one of the founders of the women's rights movement, Susan B. Anthony.
How about an equity loan? Home, land, or even automobile? Mortgage Corporation of the South. We've been serving Central Alabama for well over 25 years, and we help folks cash in on the equity in their homes, mobile homes, land, and automobiles. The cash can be used for anything you want, and the great thing, your credit does not have to be perfect in order to be approved. That's right. If you've had a prior bankruptcy or slow payments, if you have equity in your home, that is your equity. You've built it up, you've paid for it, and it's yours. You can get it. So get the cash you need, use the money for whatever you want. Now, let's shift gears for a second. If you have perfect credit, we have some of the lowest rates that you'll find anywhere for refinances and home purchases. And the best thing, we offer 1 hour loan approval. That's right, 1 hour loan approval. Call us at 567-9000, 567-9000, or ECSloans.com.
No. Yeah, he's the first guy that we're not gonna let in. Where's my list for the man club at? I got it right here somewhere.
I've been saying for almost 30 years. You don't have to make money, don't take wood. Handmade solid wood, rustic furniture.
Nothing like good cold water.
How can we sell so cheap? We have over 1,500 items in stock available for immediate pickup or have it delivered.
Plus, we have truckloads arriving weekly.
Bedroom suites, table chairs, business tables, entertainment center, consoles, good cabinets. If it's rustic, we got you covered.
The Rustic Furniture Outlet was just highlighted.
I'm here with Just Blinds in Prattville. On behalf of the Myers family and our entire team here at Just Blinds, we want to sincerely thank you for selecting Just Blinds as the best, your #1 choice for blinds, shutters, and drapes in Central Alabama. Just Blinds has been delivering on our family's commitment to provide quality window treatments at affordable prices and to deliver the absolute best in customer service before, during, and after the sale for over 35 years. Please visit us online at gojustblinds.com.
Attention men, have you ever been embarrassed when the time was right, but you just couldn't perform? Now there's hope. The secret starts with a visit to Montgomery Men's Health. Men from 21 to 93 are performing better than before, even when the pills don't work. Their urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including the PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked, or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatments extra. Results may vary. Montgomery Men's Health.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show. Weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay, I was getting the rules for the man club, started. I'm writing down the rules, but we'll get to that next hour more. Okay, then. Well, I didn't make it to the first interview for the prospective people who want to run the thing. They're going to, and I don't know. Now, I did wonder why they didn't stream it, right? Then I figured out why they didn't stream. Okay, I didn't figure it out. Somebody said, well, if they stream it, then the last guy who gets there knows all the right answers and knows what not to do. So I can understand why they're not streaming it now. So, but now I've been told once they finish, they're gonna show us all the interviews. So, which I think they ought to show them to the public and let us check it out. Anyway, good morning to you. Lessons of life. That's what time it is. What are lessons of life? The things that you learn by living. No other way. You can hear about it, but you can't learn it unless you live it. Okay? So the word of the day. First, the word of the day is my attempt to make you a wordsmith like me. So you can tell people what for, where to put it, and they'll say, can they do it again? Because you have insulted them so bad, but it sounded so good until you don't have to worry about them open up a can of whoop butt on you. Okay, I'm just saying, but you might want to listen to me a little more because I'm a wordsmith. All right, the word of the day means the technical equipment or machinery needed for a particular activity or purpose. Again, the definition of the word of the day is the technical equipment or machinery needed for a particular activity or purpose. Now, I know that nobody out there is going to get that. Okay, I know. I don't even have to think about that even twice. Nobody will get that. It's only people like me. I'm the smartest guy in this room. So people like me would understand this. This is sophisticated terminology here. Okay, but I'll tell you what it is. Okay, again, but the definition is this: the technical equipment or machinery needed for a particular activity or purpose. Now, this is what you call something when you really can't come up with a name for it. Okay, now most of us would call it whatchamacallit, a thingamajig, but the appropriate name is apparatus. Okay, APPARATUS, apparatus. Okay, the technical equipment or machinery needed for a particular activity or purpose, apparatus. So the next time you see something that you don't really know what the hell it is, but you want to sound smart, you say, hey John, I really like that apparatus over there. I wonder what it's for. See, now you didn't say thingamajig, like me. That's one of my favorite words, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit. That's a good Southern word right there. Whatchamacallit. Okay, we can't. Okay, so we use the correct terminology is apparatus. Okay, so remember that and govern yourselves accordingly. Now, what is life lesson here? If you've been in the military, you'll understand this. Not just military, but if you ever went out for the fire department, if you ever went out for the police department, if you ever took on any job, any mission that puts you in harm's way, physically or mentally, you can understand this. Okay? In order to complete the mission, any mission, the desire to win must be stronger than the desire to quit. I never will forget, I watched The Officer and the Gentleman a couple of times, and all you had to do was get out of it. All you had to do is just ring the bell. And boy, I tell you, and I was putting up with times too. All you had to do was just quit. You can say, hey, drill sergeant, or hey, Sergeant Airborne, listen, this ain't exactly what I expected was going to be. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get the hell out of here. But once you start quitting, at least in most things in life, once you start quitting, it becomes a habit. So whenever you go out for something, you have to evaluate whether or not your willingness to do whatever it takes far outpaces your desire to quit. Okay? It is better to not have started than to have started and quit. Okay? At least in most things. Now, there's some, now if you start out robbing banks, well, you know, maybe a good idea to quit that. You know, start stealing from people, it may be a good idea. There's some things celebrate you for that. Okay, but most things not. I'm just saying, you might want to think about those words I just told you and govern yourselves accordingly. In order to complete the mission, anything, the desire to win must be stronger than the desire to quit. Okay. Now you got that? Okay, I'm good. Anybody, I guess everybody got that. Okay. It is March the 29th. It is the 88th day of the year. It was only in 1951, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg were convicted in New York of conspiracy to commit espionage for the Soviet Union. They were executed in 1953. You know, now I don't know. I don't think they should have executed them. Okay, put them in prison for a little while, teach them their lesson. But why we executed them, I don't know. That don't make us any better than the community else. I mean, I understand. There are some things that you should, I guess. I don't believe in the death penalty. I believe some folks ought to be waste time, but I don't believe it as a matter of the government sword, like my good friend Bud says. I don't think that the good Lord wants us to go out and kill people who kill other people because they killed somebody. I don't know. That's just my thing. 1638, Swedish colonists settled the present-day area called Delaware. In 1867, Britain's Parliament passed and Queen Victoria signed the British North American Act creating the Dominion of Canada, which came into being the following July. In 1912, British explorer Robert Falcon Scott, his doomed expedition stranded in the Antarctic blizzard after failing to be the first to reach the South Pole, wrote the last words of his journal, "For God's sakes, look after our people." 1943, World War II rationing of meats, fats, and cheese began, limiting consumers to store purchases of an average of about 2 pounds a week for beef and pork. That's probably why we didn't have a weight problem back in the day. Lamb and mutton. Never tasted lamb, but I like that. I don't know. I probably feel bad. You know, lambs got pretty little faces. I don't know. I probably couldn't. I don't know what the hell a mutton is. Using a coupon system. What the hell is a mutton? What's that? Is that like a dog or something? I don't know. I don't know what a mutton is. The Associated Press noted, for the consumer viewpoint, the unrationed oasis of food will be the restaurant of other public's eating place, whatever that means. 1951, Rodgers and Hammerstein's musical The King and I opened on Broadway. The year was 1962. Jack Paar hosted Tonight Show for the final time. Johnny Carson, of course, debuted in the following October. 1971, Army Lieutenant William L. Calley Jr. was convicted of murdering 22 Vietnamese civilians in 1968 My Lai massacre. Calley ended up serving 3 years under house arrest. A jury in Los Angeles recommended the death penalty for Charles Manson and 3 female followers in the 1969 Tate LaBianca murders. The sentences were later commuted. The year is 1973. The last United States combat troop left South Vietnam, ending America's direct military involvement in the Vietnam War. 1974. Well, we were there in 75 because I remember watching those doggone things because I was joining the Army during that time for the first time in 1975, May. I know they were dumping them helicopters all over the thing. So I don't know what the 73 thing came from. Maybe our official, but we were still. 1974, 8 Ohio Guardsmen were indicted on federal charges stemming from the shooting death of 4 students at Kent State University. The charges were later dismissed. I remember that. In 1989, the Academy Awards, Rain Man won Best Picture. That was really a good picture. Best Director, Barry Levinson. Best Actor, Dustin Hoffman. Jodie Foster won Best Actor for The Accused. And this was the Oscar ceremony that features the notorious opening number of Rob Lowe and Snow White, whatever that means. In 2005, attorney Johnny L. Cochran died in Los Angeles at the age of 67. Former U.S. Senator Hal Heflin died in Sheffield, Alabama at the age of 83. In 2017, Britain filed for a divorce from the European Union as Prime Minister Theresa May sent a 6-page letter to EU Council President Donald Tusk. 2 former aides of New Jersey Governor Chris Christie were sentenced to prison for creating a colossal traffic jam in George Washington Bridge for political revenge, a scandal that sank Christie's White House hope. I don't know why they sent him to jail. She just made him go up there and stand on the bridge. I mean, come on, man. We don't want to put people in jail. Well, anyway, that's some of the things that happened, you know, of things. 10 years ago, General Motors CEO Rick Wagner resigned after White House pressure. Anybody seen, who's that guy that we lost? That was a car guy. Who's that guy that was the, we ain't found him yet. Who's that? What was it? He was head of the union, the Teamsters union. Well, you know, I got sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. But what was his name? He was. They can't find him. They think he's like in part of Yankee Stadium. That's what they say. I don't know. What was his name? Okay, never mind. I can't remember his name. Right. I'll come up with it though I'll come up with it before the day is out. But we never found him. We can find anything. We can send things to Mars. We can send things to the moon. We can do all kinds of things. We can come up with a bug to put in your brain. But we cannot find, Jimmy Hoffa. We cannot find Jimmy Hoffa. You know, I don't know why we can't find him. I mean, I don't know. And we're gonna go back to a case that happened 1 year ago in the city of Montgomery that we haven't heard anything about since it happened. And I'm wondering, how come? You remember it when I tell you about it, but it was about 1 year ago. And it was traumatic for all of us, especially in talk radio. And we haven't really heard much about this case. So what's going on? Well, I had to go down and sit down with the new chief and find out what's up. We'll be back. I have a great morning. It's time to rise and shine. Time to get up.
WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams, WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Tuesday. Public interviews continue for the candidate running for the Montgomery Public School System superintendent role. The MPS School Board recently interviewed Dr. Melvin Brown in Ohio. Next up, Dr. Anthony Lewis from Kansas, Dr. Marla Shepard from Texas, Dr. Donald Warren in Georgia, Dr. Avis Williams from Selma City Schools here in Alabama. The mayors representing the largest cities in Alabama wrapped up the summit in Tuscaloosa. The meeting was to allow mayors to exchange ideas and talk about crime, specifically Aniah's Law. Lawmakers have passed a law, and the amendment now goes to the voters. The annual Wilson Pickett Music and Arts Festival will be at Pratt Park in downtown Prattville on Saturday. There will be music, food, children's activity, and artist booths and more. It's from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and admission is free. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery. This is the CBS World News Roundup, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Breaking developments in the January 6th investigations. As the violence raged at the Capitol, CBS News and the Washington Post have obtained internal records that show a giant void in White House records of former President Trump's activities. Correspondent Robert Costa.
There is a massive 7-hour and 37-minute gap in calls from 11:17 a.m. to 6:54 p.m., which includes the most violent period of the attack. CBS News has confirmed at least 2 calls during the attack. that do not appear on the phone log or the daily diary.
The records have now been turned over to the congressional investigators. Robert Costa says the former president has responded.
Last night, Trump said in his statement, quote, "I have no idea what a burner phone is." The Trump spokesperson said that Trump had nothing to do with the records and assumed any and all of his phone calls were recorded and preserved.
No handshakes, no high hopes, as Ukrainian and Russian diplomats entered a new set of talks in Istanbul aimed at ending the war. The UK former NATO representative, Peter Ricketts.
I'm really wary of the Russians here. I don't honestly see that the conditions are there for a meaningful ceasefire.
Ukraine continues to claw back territory. Correspondent Holly Williams.
Irpin, just north of the capital Kiev, and Trostyanets to the east have been recaptured from the Russians, according to the Ukrainian military. In many places, Russian ground forces are stalled and taking heavy losses.
95-year-old Queen Elizabeth has left Windsor for a memorial service for Prince Philip in London.
Fanfare for an increasingly rare royal appearance. The Queen in a deep green suit and hat, hearing eulogies for her husband of 73 years.
He put privilege to work and understood his rank as a spur to service.
Prince George and Princess Charlotte, William and Kate's eldest, entered Westminster Abbey smiling and holding their parents' hands. Their uncle, Prince Harry, was not there. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Will Smith apologized to Chris Rock for slapping him in the face at the Oscars after he poked fun at his wife's alopecia.
Oh, wow!
In a statement on Instagram, Smith says he was out of line and wrong, and violence in all forms is poisonous and destructive. 3 number 1 seeds and a number 2 are headed to the women's Final Four.
Broncos are on their way to the Twin Cities.
South Carolina, Stanford, Louisville, and Connecticut have all advanced to the national semifinals. S&P futures are up 21. Dow futures ahead 155. This is CBS News.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance yours, Rocket Mortgage can help you get there. For home loan solutions that fit your life, Rocket can.
Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? My name is Ron LeGrand, and over the past 40 years, I've bought over 3,000 houses without using my money or credit and taught thousands to do the same. Today, even in a virtual environment, we buy nice houses in nice neighborhoods using no banks, realtors, contractors, or other costly entanglements, and build huge cash flow and wealth without the hassle of tenants, all without credit and little or no money. You don't need a license or experience, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Text FREE to 99799 and I'll send you my free training. I promise I'll change the way you think about real estate and open the door to a new lifestyle that doesn't involve risk or rehabs and can quickly replace your current income. Text FREE to 99799 and let me show you how to take your life back and build cash flow and wealth from your home. That's FREE to 99799. Again, text FREE to 99799.
Officials in Florida have issued a new warning about a wave of violence.
Shootings and out-of-control crowds shut down businesses and shook even police officers in Panama City, Florida during spring break parties.
I've encountered a few armed people. I have never had a gun pointed right in my face like that, which is, hope I never have it again also.
Local officials stressed it's not spring breakers turning violent.
This isn't what we want coming to our city. We want the spring breakers. We want the tourists.
After they confiscated 75 guns over the weekend. More than 160 people were booked into jail, with 6 potentially facing charges of attempted murder. Lilia Luciano, CBS News.
New numbers quantify the booming market for art. The latest Art Basel and UBS Global Art Market Report shows international sales topped $65 billion as the world climbed out of a pandemic slump last year. That's up 29% from 2020. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
When it comes to working on the land, springtime is go time. From mowing and mulching to planting and hauling, be ready to tackle any job with quality John Deere equipment from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right equipment to meet your needs. And right now, you can get 0% financing for 72 months on select John Deere 1 through 5 series tractors. So why wait another season to do more and save more? Quality John Deere equipment. Come see us at SunSouth. Equipment for those that do.
If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful
Total T.
formula ever, and guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P says, this is the best product I've found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text YOUTH to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting YOUTH to 42424. That's YOUTH to 42424. Text YOUTH to 42424.
Crypto, NFTs, fine art? That's right. Fine art is also considered an alternative asset. The difference? Fine art has a track record, outpacing the S&P 500 for 25 years. And now a new platform called Masterworks lets anyone invest in artwork, and you don't have to be a millionaire to join. Go to masterworks.io and use promo code SURPRISED. Masterworks.io, promo code SURPRISED. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer.
We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home. And My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation.
All the girls I love.
It's mycomputercareer.edu.
They are the two sexiest fat men alive. Ready for fun. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I love. Oh, the girls say once, and they say again.
Oh yeah, a little Herculeus, whatever the hell his name is, Herculeus something. I never did do good in Spanish class. Oh wait, okay, I got his name. Julio Iglesias. That's right. To all the girls I have loved, along with Willie Nelson. Yeah, I like Willie Nelson too. Anyway, good morning to you. How's everybody doing? Now, okay, before I go back to what I was talking about, we started. Today is the inaugural day of the Man Club. All you gotta do is be a man. Not just be born a male. You got to be a man. However, there's something a little bit more important than that right now. And somebody brought it up to me yesterday because I had forgotten all about it. And I'm ashamed to say that I had forgotten all about it, but I had forgotten all about it. Not that it was not important. It's just that, you hear so many of these things going on until you almost, it's almost second nature now to hear about these things. But last year, on March the 21st, as a matter of fact, which was Sunday, one of our city council candidates and a young man that was known to talk radio throughout the town, Montgomery, John DeVoe, Walking John DeVoe Jones. His name was DeVore Jones of Montgomery. And on Sunday, March the 21st, MPD and fire medics responded to 800 block of South Decatur Street in Patterson Court housing. There they found he had been stabbed. At the scene, police found Jones, who was pronounced dead on the scene from a stab wound. After further investigation, 25-year-old Dante Petaway was identified as the suspect and charged with murder. Now, we haven't really heard much about that since then. It's been a year. Petaway is being held in Montgomery County. Now, I don't know if he's still over there or not. But the circumstances surrounding the stabbing are at least unknown. It was unknown then, and because we haven't really heard much about that, so I don't know. Has anybody heard anything about what happened to John DeVoe? Anyway, we don't want to forget him. He was an intricate and an intimate part of our conversation most of the time. Yeah, and I like John. We didn't agree on a couple of things there, but as a human being, he was always pleasant. He was always pleasant. No matter what I said, he was still pleasant. So I got to give him some props for that. Let's see who is on the phone right quick. Good morning. Who's this? I'm doing fine.
In Florida now, I'm getting a little controversial this morning now. This new gun law we got. I think the state of Florida got that same gun law where you can, your Second Amendment, you got the right to bear arms and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, that came from the Constitution of the United States, so I mean, not Florida.
But my thing is now, in the state of Florida, you had probably 4 or 5 people that went down there and want to act up with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
But they confiscated 75 people with them. Why did they take these people weapons when you got the right to bear these arms?
Wait a minute, run that by me again?
They took 75 people weapons.
Right. Right.
Down in Panama City.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that when only 6 people, approximately 6 people, that was acting up with guns from that police or whatever, why did they confiscate 75 people weapons?
Well, but we don't know if any of those people had felonies, arrests, and did not have the right to. Well, let me ask something. But was it? I don't know the law in Florida, but do they have a concealed weapons law that says you don't have to let people know that you're carrying it? Well, not.
We did the same thing they did down there, saying that you had a right. I think they wanted to study things that passed the bill before we did.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a right to bear arms without a permit. So how is it that all of a sudden, when a group of black kids go out and get around and
well, maybe it's because of the history, brother. Yeah. Yeah. It's black folks killing each other in this country all the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And why is that? Why do you think that? Why do you think they target a certain demographic? And I think you know the answer. You cannot look anywhere in this country almost without seeing black young men shooting one another, killing each other. That's the demographic that's doing all this massive. Oh, there we go. There we go with that again. There we go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the history right now. And right now I'm gonna give you 1 more minute. I'm gonna give you your 3 minutes after this. You look at the history right now. Wait a minute. Let us have a conversation for a second. It's all about history. Let us look at what's going on in America right now. There's not a town in America right now, an urban town in America right now, where every night. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm going to go about it. Brother, you cannot pick up the newspaper nowhere in America in an urban area and somebody, well then, if you know that, no, we're too old. Yeah. We ain't that clean. Well, I ain't clean cut black, but I don't shoot people for the hell of it. Yeah. Well, I think you are. I think you are a threat if you walk around with a gun on your side. I think you are a threat. Well, again, though, we don't know. Right, but here's the deal. we don't know why the guns were confiscated. So before we get all in, okay, and you may be right. I don't know what the law says in Florida. Okay, listen, I'll call the governor's office in a few minutes in Florida. Okay, well, okay, I'm gonna call the governor's office and see what they say down there if they had the right to do that. All right, I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them. Somebody send me their number to the governor, Mr. DeSantis. I like him anyway. I'll call him on the air live. Let him see what he say. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. So in Florida, do they have the same law? Well, the law is not in effect in Alabama right now, but you tell me the same law is in Florida too? Okay, that makes sense. That makes, yeah. Look like the hell a lot of them took guns to the beach. Okay, appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Okay. What federal law? No, not the case. Your weapon. No, gun. Well, you have a no. Right, you have a federal right to the constitutional right to carry. So do black folks. Yeah, we do. But no. Yeah. Well, it's history, and but they never been given justice. The Whitehouse family's still here. I, well, no, such as. Well, it is. Well, and I never said so. I just give you my answer. I'll give you my answer. Well, if I didn't think it was correct, I wouldn't give it.
like they were saying the other day.
Yes.
Why so many people that were around Trump trying to protect him from the things that the judge said the other day, that he broke the law and he did the things that he done?
Well, now he didn't say he broke the law. He said it's possible. Now he said it was possible. But first again, they lied on that man for 4 years. They lied on Trump for 4 years. Lied. They did lie on him. Or the Clintons would have won. No, and Clinton didn't. That's his wife. It's got nothing to do with him. So what? That's his wife. So? I didn't say nothing about no riot. What is she supposed to do? Really? What what are we supposed to do? Yeah. I understand. Guess you can't lose what you don't have. I'm just saying. Good morning. Yes. Well, everybody tired of it, y'all. Do you ever see black Walmart shoppers? Yeah. Was that in Panama? I looked at that stuff. I didn't know where it was.
Even in Alabama, when you get arrested, you're not allowed to take your gun to jail. How do you know who was legally toting you? How many of them were felons? You got any idea?
Well, that's what I said. We don't know. Well, that's what I said. We don't know the whole history. Well, probably not. What the? Listen, I have never heard the word mutton. I don't know what a mutton is. I never heard of it. Well, I didn't cook forever. I mean, I don't think we cook mutton. Never heard of it. We never cook sheep. Well, I've never cooked that. Never. Well, whatever. Hey. Yeah. Well, I did see that. Yeah. We listen. There's no doubt that we as a group of people, some of us, have a lot of things to discuss in our communities, and I get tired of making all the excuses for the behavior also on either side. But yeah, that was low class. Now let me ask you something. You're in the Air Force. Yeah. Well, let me ask you something. You had mutton in the Air Force? Right. But did you have mutton in the Air Force? Yeah. Well, I never had mutton. I never heard of that. You know, that was till a few minutes ago. Yeah, I'm kidding. All right. Appreciate it. Got to take a break. We'll be back. Don't you know? Don't you know? Okay, then I'm gonna take a break right now and dial it back because I just found out that my guest is not gonna be here today. I got a call from Mr. James himself. They had to do some TV stuff, so I guess we'll get them on another day. Oh well. Tough being a black man. I'll be back. Melissa!
On News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, it's pretty good. We've had one accident reported so far. Taylor Road at Troy Highway. So keep your eyes open through that area a little while longer. Outside of that, we're looking good. Checking out your traffic flow map here in the Tri-County area. No big slowdowns or backups. That's always good news. Get ready for spring at Midtown Plaza. Have your eyebrows threaded and Z ready. Shop Ross Dress for Less, Dollar Tree, and more. Midtown Plaza and Street off of I-85. Another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery. Skywatch Traps Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Mary Tyler Moore's first TV series was Richard Diamond, but her face was never shown, only her legs. We finally got to see Mary in the Dick Van Dyke Show, and later, the Mary Tyler Moore Show, which won 29 Emmys over 7 seasons. Mary and her husband, Grant Tinker, founded the MTM production company and produced some of television's finest series. I, too, am happy, after all. We salute Mary Tyler Moore.
This tax filing season could be one for the record books. There are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits on the table, and Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you get every one of your tax credits for being a parent, taking care of a parent, taking classes, and so much more. Don't leave thousands on the table. Jackson Hewitt will make sure you get credit for all you do and get your biggest refund guaranteed. Learn more and find your nearest location at jacksonhewitt.com.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift.
Got questions about your roof? Ripper Region Contracting has the answer. Google Ripper Region Contracting today or visit their website, ripperregioncontracting.com.
It's springtime and time to get out and get things done. At Dallas and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, take advantage of low finance rates. On your new Ram truck or your new high-performance Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger, they're a Ram truck mod. Plus, your trade-in has never been worth more. They give you the most for your trade-in. The best vehicles are always at DallasAutomotive.com, where you drive a little, save a lot.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish is...
It's pretty bad.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind. Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres? No matter your learning style or experience level, Babbel has lessons designed for you that will get you speaking quickly and confidently. I tried learning Spanish before, but I couldn't stick with it until I found Babbel.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said, now we speak Spanish.
Habla English.
I can't wait to
No
use our
hable.
language skills on our upcoming adventures. Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show. They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down. Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And don't forget, today is the inauguration of the Man Club in Montgomery. So you got to be a man. There's certain rules that you have to be willing to follow in order to belong to the Man Club. Since we confuse what a man is these days, I'm just saying that you might want to think about it. And the first thing, one of the Men Club things is that you cannot carry an umbrella when it rains. Okay? You just can't do it. You have to get wet. I'm just saying. All right, then. 860-1440 is the number here. We were talking about John DeVoe. We haven't heard much about what happened to him or what happened to the individual that's been accused of killing him. And maybe he's still in jail. I'm not sure, but I guess I'll have to call my sources down there and see what's up with that. All right, let's go back to the phone and see who is there. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Do you want to join the Man Club first? Yeah. You just got to be a man. Yes, you can be. Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the test. I mean,
Hey, in 1897, the first Man Club was in New York. It was a jail for.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe we can get the rules from them about.
Okay. Well, the one though, you cannot carry an umbrella when it rains.
Right. See, I think you need to extend a formal invitation to Will Smith.
No. Well, I would give him one. Chris Rock is forevermore denied entry into the Man Club, because no man would sit there take an ass whipping like that and don't fight back.
Well, all I got to say is
yeah. Yeah.
And all those movies that Will made where he's knocking people out.
Yeah.
I thought women slapped men. I didn't know men.
Yeah, that wasn't a man hit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That open hand thing, yeah, that probably, yeah, okay, the man, okay, listen, you just help me out. If you go hit at somebody, hit them with the fist, okay, don't slap them. That's what we call a B-arch slap. Okay, we don't want to do that. If you're going to hit them, knock them out. Yeah.
Hey, in reference to what y'all were talking about the deal on the beach,
right.
About 5 years ago, maybe a little longer, they had the incident in Panama City where they had the pit behind the hotel where they were doing the wet t-shirt contest and all that, and some 14-year-old girl from Michigan got gang raped, and Panama City, Destin, all of them locked down, and it started spreading like wildfire, and they have put tough restrictions on any type of gatherings or parties.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just the way it is now. And all these kids, they get the word. When you go down there, it's not like it used to be back in the day where anything rose. They're locking it down. So.
Okay. Well.
And the other thing is talking about Trump. When Congress was investigating Hillary, they found out, the FBI found out and announced it, that she had destroyed evidence, which is, mishandling evidence,
right?
Felony, and federal evidence, and then destroying it's a misdemeanor. But anyway, Comey said that, yeah, it was bad, it was terrible, it was the worst thing he'd ever seen, but he was going to recommended they didn't prosecute.
Right.
And then her husband, Bill, met with the Attorney General right before the election
On the airplane. That's right.
on the airplane, had the big meeting.
On the tarmac. Mm-hmm.
On the tarmac, and then the Attorney General comes out, was there 2 or 3 days before the election, and says, well, we're going to go with the recommendation of the FBI. We're not going to prosecute, even though she did wrong.
Yeah.
They didn't get brought back out.
A double standard, my friend, if you've ever seen one when it comes to Trump and the Clinton. I ain't in love with Trump. I'm a man. But, you know, if you're going to do something, give everybody the same treatment. And they haven't done that. Woo. Yep, they did. And then let's not forget that the documents from the Rose law firm ended up in the living quarters of the White House, and nobody knows how they got there. What? Yeah, I think he could have done too. All right, appreciate it. Oh, one more thing too. In order to join the Man Club, you can't have low T. Okay, you have to go over to the Montgomery Men's Health, okay, at 440-3663, and make sure your T is up before you join the Man Club. We don't want to have any issues when you get over here. Okay, I'm just saying. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. I'm doing fine.
Number one, your mother and Dr. Marlene King was here, and Jen was here. They can say, Jen, what would you like to say to the people early morning? I would like to say, I would like to say, God, see all, know. That's number one. Number two, Kevin, my old friend, John, a Revelation. You know, I say it all the time. And I love John telling me this. Yeah, I saw it there, small and great, standing close by. That's what we're talking about. And not a book, it's a book of life. Your life, here, and my life, and everybody's life. So God, y'all, and y'all. Have a good day, my friend.
All right there, Ed. Good morning. Now you know you don't get the call back. Come on, man. Follow the rules. Unless you really got something interesting to say, then we'll maybe let you talk again. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, that's what we call it. I just yeah, that's what he did, and I gotta tell you, Chris Rock will be never belong to the Man Club. Okay, just yeah. He would. Okay. Yeah, I can't. Only way Chris Rock can join the Montgomery Man Club is he got to go and open up a can of whoop ass on somebody. But right now he's been eliminated by his performance the other night. Good morning. Yes.
Give you this that place down there is Bay County, Florida, is one of the raciest counties in the state of Florida. Believe that. I used to be stationed down in that naval base.
Right.
And they used to wake me up on the beach about 9 o'clock in the morning $20 to lay on the tanning table. So that the whites show up early to get that tan in. I'm over there holding them up. And but on the rifle, on the gun situation, I know what that happens. Basically, the Florida has kept an eye on Alabama passing that law. And these kids went running down there and didn't do their homework. See, when they passed this law,
But the law don't come into effect the next year.
But the fact of the matter is, they went to another state with those weapons and not understanding
Right.
what's going on.
Mm.
And that's how they got caught up. But I'm going to give you an example. I was watching Giuseppe, the governor this morning. I noticed all whites were standing behind him. I noticed Bay County, when they arrested and got all those guns down there, all whites were behind him.
But hold on. Let's look at that for a second, though. Wait, I want to be fair. Let's look at that for a second. You don't find too many black folks that are openly say they are Republican. Okay, so I don't think it had nothing to do with race. It's philosophy. Black, yes. Well, you want. Well, it should be, yeah. Yeah.
And on your show, I know you got like 2 or 3 whites that do call. I wish more would call.
Me too. But y'all be scaring the hell out of them.
Yeah, because more to call people ignorant. That song is pointed there. My mother says it takes one to be one. So they're the experts at being ignorant.
Right.
That's why they can be ignorant.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, listen. Let me ask something. Do you want to join the man club? The man club, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I appreciate it. I got to take a break. Anyway, today is the inauguration. I get tired of guys walking around looking like girls. So it's the man club thing. Now, coming up the rules. First of all, you cannot be slapped. If you get hit in the jaw by a brother, that's fine. That's okay. But you cannot have low T, and you cannot use an umbrella. Okay. Now there's one more that's a tough one. Probably the toughest rule that we have in the newly inaugurated man club. I'll tell you when I come back. Now a lot of guys won't make it because they won't be able to deal with this, but I can deal with it. I'm just saying. So the man club, and it's $10 a month to join the man club. We got a little credit thing going on, so if you got to pay $1 a month, that's fine. I mean, from January to November, you ought to be able to come up with $10. Okay, $1 a month. So we'll be back right after this. The inauguration of Elkman's Man Club. Okay, it's hard to get in, but easy to get out. We'll be back.
Most definitely, a new day is coming. People are changing. Ain't it beautiful? Crystal blue persuasion.
Small business and remote workers too. Right now, Apple AirPods Pro are only $199, a $50 savings. In-store only. Offer ends 4/2 while supplies last. Limit 2. Explore what's new at Staples, the working and learning store.
Another beautiful day on the way. We will add a little bit of a breeze today. We're talking wind speeds of 10 to 15, nothing crazy, and some more clouds than what we had yesterday. We'll call today partly cloudy, very warm, highs around 84 degrees. We are entirely mostly cloudy, dry, lows around 60. And for Wednesday, the daytime is dry, highs in the 80s. It will turn very windy, and then a strong to severe line of storms comes through late Wednesday evening and Wednesday night.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Still working the accident, Troy Highway at Taylor Road. so please use caution through that area a little while longer. Outside of that, we're looking good. Nothing else is being reported that would send you on an alternate route. A little slow, 65 southbound approaching the River Bridge, but that is a normal situation, so use caution. Prepare to brake. Chico's Auto Pros offers full tire and auto service at their Montgomery location on Atlanta Highway. Everything for your vehicle at one place. Chico's Auto Pros, 239-9510. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
The City of Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is calling all creative minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse and inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing organizational and individual cultural endeavors in our hometown. To advance this cause, they're seeking individual artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit montgomeryal.gov and click on the Cultural Affairs page to register to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
Attention men, have you ever been embarrassed when the time was right, but you just couldn't perform? Now there's hope. The secret starts with a visit to Montgomery Men's Health. Men from 21 to 93 are performing better than before, even when the pills don't work. Their urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including a PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to montgomerymenshealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatments extra. Results may vary. montgomerymenshealth.com.
My wife and I enjoyed a wonderful dinner last week with friends we hadn't seen in a long time. The next day, we received a handwritten note which they delivered to our mailbox, letting us know how much they had enjoyed our dinner together, along with an article that we had discussed. You know, in today's high-tech, low-touch world, it's refreshing to get a thoughtful handwritten note once in a while. It's enough to inspire me to get started. To learn more, check us out at thekindnessrevolution.net.
The summer heat has set in, and it doesn't look like Alabama's cooling down anytime soon. To avoid heat illness, it's important to take preventative measures. Drink more fluids. Stay indoors. When temperatures are extreme, reduce or eliminate strenuous activities during the hottest times of the day. Protect yourself from the sun with a hat and sunscreen, and never leave pets or people in parked vehicles. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Place with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Food additives can harm children's development and raise the risk of obesity. To lower the risks, choose fresh fruits and vegetables when you can and avoid processed meats. Don't put plastic in the microwave because heat can cause chemicals to leak into your food. When cooking or serving hot foods, use glass or ceramic dishes. For more on keeping your child healthy, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
If I were a businessman, I'd say.
Okay, we're back. Okay, then. Welcome to the inauguration of the Man Club. You got to do certain things, and to get to it, it costs you like $1 a month, to join it, like the Dollar Shave Club. But you got us men got to stick together, okay? And we got to do it. Now, some people. Now, I will say one thing: if you are confused about whether you're a man or not, you probably don't need to belong to the Man Club, because we're not confused. Okay, we know what we are. Okay, we wake up every morning and sing hallelujah. Yes, sir, I'm a man. Okay, and that's one of the things too. One of the rules in the Man Club is that when you get up every morning, say hallelujah, I'm a man. I mean, you got to say that. I'm not going to. You don't have to record it, but you got to do it. Okay, I'm just saying. Good morning. Who's this? Good. Yes, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you. Right, I don't disagree. But since he did go there, since Will Smith did go there, yeah, you don't listen. Yeah, he need to have his butt whooped right then and there because you don't do it. Okay. So okay. So what you're telling me then? Because I want to make because I don't want to put Chris Rock out of the man club if I can understand what you're saying. You saying because of his exceptional bravery and class and dignity that he should probably be let into the club. All right, I'm gonna put one. It could have been. Okay, all right. Well, now I will say one thing. Listen. No. I don't think he's a coward. I don't think he's a coward. But I don't know. It'd have been hard for any other man to sit there and get smacked like that. Not even listen. It is better that Will hit him in the jaw with his fist than smack him in the face like he a woman. I mean, he didn't have no respect for the man. You know. But that. Yeah, I heard it wasn't no big deal. He said when he went G.I. Jane when Demi Moore played the guy trying to get on the Special Forces team. She shaved her hair, right, to look like a guy. Yeah, I saw that too. But what got me though, Will and Jada have an open marriage, so a brother can do some other things too, but he just can't say nothing bad about it. Exactly. I mean, yeah. Well, sometimes you need a little variety. Okay. Well, look, wait a minute. Now, King Solomon had a bunch of women, didn't he? I mean, so brother wants some of that too. Well, that's true too. I can't argue with that. All right. Appreciate it. All right. Appreciate it. Let me see here now. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. He was treated. No, come on. Hillary Clinton ought to be in jail for what she taking sensitive documents, top secret documents from there. A server in her home. I mean, come on. She ought to be in jail. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, now listen, I think that was wrong too. You don't take official government documents home. No, I think he should be reprimanded because he has never been in. Wait. He has never been in government work. He doesn't know about all that stuff. Wait a minute. Then what you're saying? Then Hillary Clinton ought to go to jail too, right? Yeah. Wait a minute. This woman was. Wait a minute. This woman has been in government service, married to a president, Secretary of State, knew all about government stuff, and still purposely. Well, sometime it will. Sometime it will. Well, sometime it won't. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah. But so what though? But she's still a civilian. She got She does not. Wait. That's what she is. I got it. All right, I'll do that. Yeah. I got a lot, but she's a private citizen. She can have a conversation with anybody she wants to. But that's not her. That's not her. Was Melania the president or the wife of the president? She don't come under the same rules that the president does. She's the, or even Nancy Reagan. I mean, even Miss Bush. Yeah, I think she ought. I don't think she can cook. Actually, to tell you the truth. But I think as a citizen, you have a right to have communication with anybody you want to. Wait a minute, I like Michelle. Don't get me wrong, I like Michelle. Right? No. But she can put on a good pair of pants. I'm telling you, she. But again, that's their rules of society over there in the Washington environment. But they were crazy. Okay, I thought that Michelle Obama probably, as far as class, probably stood up there with Jackie Onassis and Laura Bush. I thought she held. I mean, I was proud of her. So, and on inauguration. And on inauguration day, she was fine as hair on a pig. Okay. 7:57 tomorrow. I take one more call. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. No, I had no problem with Michelle Obama to begin with. Mine was politics. I didn't like his policy. I liked it. If Z comes up to me and tells me that I want to be just like Obama, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. I didn't like this policy. That gay this and gay that. I just didn't like that. I mean, if you want to be gay, fine. I'm with you. Yes, I did. But you just okay. And listen, you if you need to, you come back next time because I gotta go. People just they only remember the things they want to remember. I had no problem with Obama. I hated his policy. This pro-gay, this pro-gay, that. I just let people be what they want to be, but I don't have to know about it. That's why I got the man club thing going on here. We'll be back. Oh, and I've been told you can't join the man club secretly because that's not very manly. So we'll be back.
WSFA 12 News Update to News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Tuesday. Public interviews continue for the candidate running for the Montgomery Public School System superintendent role. The NPS School Board recently interviewed Dr. Melvin Brown in Ohio. Next up, Dr. Anthony Lewis from Kansas, Dr. Marla Shepard from Texas, Dr. Donald Warren in Georgia, Dr. Avis Williams from Selma City Schools here in Alabama. The mayors representing the largest cities in Alabama wrapped up the summit in Tuscaloosa. The meeting was to allow mayors to exchange ideas and talk about crime, specifically Aniah's Law. Lawmakers have passed along the amendment now goes to voters. The annual Wilson Pickett Music and Arts Festival will be at Pratt Park in downtown Prattville on Saturday. There will be music, food, children's activity, and artist village and more. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. in addition to schooling. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama. This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Breaking news in the war on Ukraine. There is a new ray of hope in the first day of talks between Russia and Ukraine in Turkey. Correspondent Cami McCormick. Russia says it will fundamentally cut back operations around Kiev and Chernihiv. Its military has been stalled in both places. This concession, after talks in Istanbul, could be a sign of progress, but there are still areas of concern in the south, and the Pentagon has not confirmed these reports. Some areas may be in danger of slipping back into Russian control. CBS's Holly Williams tried to enter southern Makariv.
As we approached its outskirts with a convoy of Ukrainian troops, they told us to get out and take cover because the Russians were watching from the sky.
A CBS News Washington Post investigation has uncovered 11 pages of missing White House records from the day of the January 6th attack. The gap adds up to almost 8 hours. The Post's Bob Woodward.
These records seem to have disappeared.
CBS's Bob Costa.
CBS News has confirmed at least 2 calls during the attack that do not appear on the phone log or the daily diary. One call from Trump to Utah Republican Mike Lee, and another call to Trump from House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy, who described it to Norah O'Donnell by phone as the violence was unfolding.
In a statement, the former president says he assumed all records were being preserved. In London, 95-year-old Queen Elizabeth makes a rare public appearance at a service for her late husband, Prince Philip. CBS's Vicki Barker says a controversial member of the royal family was there too.
Prince Andrew rode to the memorial service with the Queen, a clear signal of support from the 95-year-old monarch for the son long rumored to be her favorite. It was Andrew's first public appearance since he was stripped of all royal and military duties over his now settled sexual assault lawsuit.
Videos posted to social media give an inside look at a horrific 60-car pileup in central Pennsylvania. One man jumped from his truck just before it crashed into an 18-wheeler during a snow squall. At least 3 people were killed. SATs and ACTs are back at one top university. CBS's Jim Krasula.
MIT had waived the requirement in 2020 and 2021 because of the pandemic. Several elite colleges and universities have dropped standardized testing requirements over criticism that wealthier students can afford coaching and have an advantage.
This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. That's 800-401-6681.
More travelers are considering the Earth's fragile state.
Jessica Blotter is the CEO and co-founder of Kind Traveler, a hotel booking platform that enables travelers to donate money directly to a local charity in the area they're visiting. A recent survey gathered data about traveler sentiment.
96% of the respondents said that it was important that their travel dollars supported the local community and or environment.
Almost 50% of those surveyed say choosing a place to stay that's sustainable and socially conscious is the hardest part of traveling sustainably. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
He may have rubbed Will Smith the wrong way at the Oscars.
I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Chris Rock will be cashing in. Variety says demand and prices for his upcoming comedy tour have soared since the Oscars. Minimum ticket prices up from $46 to $3,341. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
25K Workday Payday. It's all about money. It's your national keyword to win $100. Text PAY, P-A-Y, PAY to 95819. Standard messaging rates apply. Don't text and drive. We'll text back to confirm your entry. If you win, you'll be entered to win a grand prize of $25,000. It's the 25K Workday Payday on News Radio 1440.
Who would you trust on border security? Donald Trump or Barack Obama? It's an easy question, unless you're career politician Mo Brooks. Mo Brooks actually described Donald Trump's immigration position as worse than Obama's. He even called Donald Trump's plan to build a border wall and deport illegal immigrants a, quote, fruitless exercise. And Mo Brooks said we couldn't trust Trump on border security. Just listen.
Donald Trump is not going to do what people think he's going to do.
Career politician Mo Brooks didn't trust Trump, so how can Alabama trust Mo to stand up for us? Katie Britt's border security plan is just like Trump's. Show back the blue, support law enforcement, stop the drugs pouring across our border, and finish building Trump's wall. Katie Britt, Trump tough on border security. Alabama's future paid for is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Alabama'sFuturePAC.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medi-Share. Maybe you've heard switching to Medi-Share to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medi-Share is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medi-Share works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
The City of Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is calling all creative minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse, inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing organizational and individual cultural endeavors in our hometown. To advance this cause, they're seeking individual artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit montgomeryal.gov and click on the Cultural Affairs page to register to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
Crypto, NFTs, fine art? That's right, fine art is also considered an alternative asset. The difference? Fine art has a track record, outpacing the S&P 500 for 25 years. And now a new platform called Masterworks lets anyone invest in artwork, and you don't have to be a millionaire to join. Go to masterworks.io and use promo code SURPRISED. Masterworks.io, promo code SURPRISED. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer.
We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home, and My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
They are the two sexiest fat men alive. Pretty fun. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
All right. Some people think that the thing that happened on the Oscars was planned. Now, I don't think so. I watched him walk up there. I didn't think it, because when I don't think so. However, now they say that the Oscars have low ratings. What's everybody talking about right now? Everybody's talking about the Oscars. So I haven't watched Oscars in years. Matter of fact, I've never watched them. I don't want to see a bunch of stuck rich people getting paid to just act on the screen. become millionaire. Why I want to watch them? I never have liked them anyway. But you know, I ain't mad at them. I mean, that's the way they make a living. Anyway, 860-1440. The lines are open if you want to give us a call. But before we get to my call, y'all just hold on a couple more seconds. This goes right along with the man club thing going here, right? We're talking about Montgomery Men's Health, okay? Hey guys, did you know that having your testosterone checked should be a part of your annual routine men's health? Okay. Now I don't know, you know, but I would talk to the folks at Montgomery Men's Health. Okay. A lot of guys suffer from low T. Chris Rock right now probably got a little low T, and don't even realize it. They don't know why they so weak. They don't know why they just don't have the libido thing going on. Well, probably because your T is low, and you can't even get into the man club unless you got high T. So you need to get on the phone. It's $100, $99.99, less than $100. 334-440-3663, and give these guys a call over there. Okay. Let them check out your T and get yourself a PSA test. A PSA test checks the prostate and all that stuff. Okay. Okay. Low T treatments can truly change your life. Most men, not all, but most men experience higher energy, better gains in the gym, better mental clarity, improved sleep, and a faster metabolism, which helps you lose weight even better. And you might even notice a little something going on extra, you know what I'm saying, when you putting in the work at night. I'm just saying. So you might want to call them up, 334-440-3663. Montgomery Men's Health. Go see them. Now, all right then. Let's go back to the phone and see who's there. Who's been there forever? Yeah, this guy's been here forever. Must got something really important to say. I would have waited on the phone that long. Good morning. Yes. Yeah, but well, thanks for holding. Uh-huh.
Chris Rock said some things that, you know, got touched up by Will Smith. He's going to the thing. His sales, his ticket sales are astronomical. And Will Smith, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to open up a can of whoop.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I understand. I understand. Now, so do you want to belong to the man club? Okay. Okay. Look, I got you down. Okay. Now you realize you cannot use an umbrella when it rains. Okay. If your car runs out of gas, you got to push it. Okay. And right. And if you go to the bathroom, you can't courtesy flush. Okay. All right then. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll take it. I think I can handle that one. Just look at it. Okay. I got you. I thought you were going to say something else. Good morning. Pretty good. First of all, you want to be part of the man club or not? Okay. So you think so? Okay. I may have to look at that. Yeah, I may have to look at that in a different light. Maybe he was being more man than Will was. Yeah, he didn't not too much. So Will, we got then in other words, then we have to kick Will out of the man club, because that's stuff women do. You know, sneak one on you. Be a man, go up to you and say, I'm finna knock the hell out you. And then give a brother a chance to protect himself. Okay. I'm with you. Yeah, sucker punch you. That's what only okay. Men don't sucker punch you. They let you know it's coming. Y'all got. All right, I'm gonna scratch that off. I'm gonna put Will Smith is out of the club, and then we're gonna put Chris Rock back in. Okay, I'm good. All right then. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. My great-great-great-grandfather on my mom's side had 10 children. My great-great-grandfather on my father's side had 10 children. Both my grandfathers had 5 children. I'm in a He-Man's Woman's Club. The Hate Man's Woman. The Hate Woman's He-Man's Club, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I don't need that stuff. I don't need that stuff. I'm ready to go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put you down in the man's club then.
Okay, in the man's club.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, gotcha. Because you use the man. All right, appreciate it. Wait a minute. I can't believe who this is. Been a minute since I talked to him. It's got to be John Williams of Mortgage Corporation of the South. Good morning, John.
You're absolutely right. Good morning, Kevin.
How you doing? I'm fine. I'm trying to figure who's a man and who ain't.
Hey, good morning, everybody out there.
Come on.
Kevin, this morning. Hope everybody's day is getting off to a good start. You know, I want to talk about debt consolidation loans. We're talking about Mortgage Corporation of the South, the mortgage loans that we're talking about. We've been in business 27 years. I want to talk about debt consolidation loans. You know, I tell you, I bet you there's one of the listeners out there in your audience today who has a home that's paid for or almost paid for. They need some repairs on it, or they may need to just pay off some bills. You know, sometimes you get these credit cards and you say, well, I'll pay it off every month. And then you just don't. You add a little something to it, well, I'll pay it off next month. First thing you know, that doggone thing is maxed out. You got a lot of money on there, and you just can't seem to get it paid off. Because once you run that balance up on those credit cards companies start charging you interest. You know, pay them off every month. Sometimes you get away without any interest. But here's the deal. A lot of people have credit cards. They have, final balances or payments due on car loans and things like that. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just take out one loan on your home and pay off all those doggone things? Just have one payment on your home. That's it. Simplify life. It's called debt consolidation. A lot of people do it. Now let's talk about a couple of different things as far as credit goes. If you have good credit, well, we have some excellent programs and some of the lowest rates you'll find anywhere. Rates are going up, so now's a great time to do it before the rates go up too high. You can get a loan on your home and pay off all those debts. If you already have a loan on your home, that's okay. We'll refinance it, we'll pay it off, and then pay off all those other obligations as well. Now, you veterans out there, you can borrow up to 100%. You're not capped at, say, 80 or 85%. You can borrow up to 100% of the value of the home, and that's called a cash-out refinance. So you get cash out and pay off your debt. We call it debt consolidation, home improvement, that sort of thing, just like the other loans we have. Anything you want to with it. You can take the money and go put it in the bank. You can do whatever you want to with it. It's your money. It's your equity. And that's what we offer. 1 hour loan approvals in most cases. Some of the fastest closers in the industry. Now, let's say that you don't need to borrow a whole lot of money. Maybe you just need like 20,000, 15, 20,000. Hey, we make those smaller loans as well. First and second mortgages. And here's the great thing. You do not have to have perfect credit in order to be approved. Now, you can have bankruptcy or foreclosure, repossession, be all kinds of things. And collections, we can pay those off. So if you have less than perfect credit or you have just plain old bad credit, if you have a home that's paid for or almost paid for, there's a good chance that we can do business with you on that front. Think about it. Get the cash you need and rebuild your credit at the same time. All you have to do is make your payment. The credit rebuild. The credit will rebuild itself. That's how it works. So let me just sum it up by saying, folks, whether you have perfect credit or not so perfect credit, whether you want to buy a home or refinance the one you have now or get an equity loan, we're just a phone call away. Oh, and by the way, one more thing. We also make loans on automobiles. No need to go out and get a title pawn if you need some extra cash. How about a real loan from MCS with monthly payments that are very affordable? So that's why we call it the Complete Mortgage and Loan Center, because we do real estate loans and loans on automobiles. So just think about it. Remember us. You might not need us today, but when you do, make your next move your best move. Call MCS right here on top of the mountain in Wetumpka. That telephone number is 567-9000, 567-9000, and that company NMLS number is 232-8 5676. We're an equal housing lender. And remind everybody again about that phone number, Kevin, and remind them that it is not a
text number. It's a landline. Real people answering a real phone. That's right. That's right. Just answered it. That's right. 567-9000. 567-9000. Don't be texting in the car because that won't happen. Call the real people up there. The three angels up there. Call them. Okay. We'll call them John's Angels. John's Angels. That's right. That's right. Forget Charlie. Let's talk about John's Angels. Yeah. You too. All right. Appreciate it. Anyway, I gotta take a break. Oh no, nobody on the phone. Somebody hung up. Okay, well, I guess all that's it. Okay, and we got a few other things to talk about too. There are other things to talk about. There's going to be a football camp. Now, I would normally leave this kind of thing to John Longshore down the hall, but he don't really get into the local young kid sports and stuff. But that's left up to me. Okay, there's going to be an inaugural NFL alumni youth camp taking place this summer in Montgomery. A big youth camp is coming to Montgomery area this summer. The first Alabama Auburn NFL Alumni Athletic Youth Camp will be taking place in the city of Montgomery during the second week of June. Okay. Hosted by SAFE Youth Camp Coordinators. Okay. The 3-day camp will be more than just focusing on football for the campers. The kids will learn about crime prevention, bullying, and other ways to better themselves in this community. Okay, many Montgomery native NFL players will be coming back to take part in the summer camp and mentor 6 to 18-year-old kids. SAFE co-founder Eugene Thomas stated that the NFL players involved in the camp can help these kids with situations that they know firsthand. So now I don't have a number for them, but hopefully I'll get a number for them. But registration starts on May, is due by the 10th of May. Any other information that I get, I'll pass it to you guys. I don't know. When is Reggie Brawler? I like Reggie Brawler. When does he come? I don't know, but he does come back often though. And we'll see if we can get him on. All right. So anyway, so if your kids want to talk to the NFL stars of the past or the future, whatever, or now, I'll make sure I'm looking for a number. We'll get a number for those folks. If anybody out there knows the SAFE people, give my number 294-1294. Just tell them to. 294-1298. Just tell them to give me a text or something on my number. Did you know that 61% of adults use the snooze on the? Nobody wants to get right up. Okay, nobody does. I have 4 alarms go off every night. Not because I'm sleepy, but because I like to wake up and go back to sleep like I'm cheap. You know what I'm saying? 61% of adults who wake up with an alarm say they snooze the button. 17% said they snooze only once. 15% hit it twice. 14% hit it 3 times. That sounds like me. 1 in 20 hit it 4 times, and 3.8 hit it 5 times, and only 3% hit it 6 times. So let me get that right. Now the snooze, at a minimum, it's 5 minutes. So 5 times 6 is okay. So that's okay. So that's what's 5 times 6? I know what 5 times 6 is. 5, 10, 50. That's 30 minutes. So if you're gonna hit it 6 times, now mine's 15. Mine's 10 minutes. Okay, I got to snooze for 10 more minutes. But it takes me 10 minutes to get back to sleep. So by the time I get back to sleep, the snooze is going off again. What kind of snoozer are you? Okay. One more thing before you go. A lot of people looking for jobs these days. Well, some not looking for jobs. But these are some words that you don't use on a resume. Okay. A career builder survey found that hiring managers and human resources don't like to see these words on your resume. Okay, here's one. I'm a go-getter. Best of breed. And I think outside the box. And I want to get some synergy. And I want to be your go-to person. And I think leadership. I'm results driven. I'm a team player. I'm a hard worker. Well, of course, nobody would say, I don't really work that hard. And And I'm a strategic thinker. And I'm a dynamic person. Self-motivated. Or here's one. Here's one. I am detail-oriented. And one more. I got a track record. Now, if you put any of those words on your resume, you probably won't get the job. Okay? So y'all need to start coming up with words outside the box. Okay? Okay? Here's one. Here's a word that you can put on your resume that nobody ever uses. Mettle. M-E-T-T-L-E. That means the ability to overcome difficult circumstances. Mettle. Okay. Guarantee you get the job. Okay? Because everywhere you go in life, you're going to have difficult circumstances. They need to know that they can count on you, baby, to get the job done no matter how tough it is. So on your resume, put, I have the mettle to get the job done, no matter how tough it is. Hell, I'd call you up right now. You know, that's what I would do. I'd forget everybody else. That's all I need to hear. That's it. Your resume is brought in. Okay. Now, if that don't work, y'all let me know. Okay. Put that on your resume. Brother, I'm seriously. Put that on your resume. Say, I have the mettle, M-E-T-T-L-E, to get the job done. Guarantee you're going to get a call back. First of all, he got to figure out what mettle means. But once he does, once that HR guy does, you are going to be the man. And then if you say you belong to the Elkins Man Club, oh, hell, you just got to go in and tell them how much money you want to make. So we'll be back right after this.
Most definitely, a new day is coming. Ooh, people are changing. Ain't it beautiful? Ooh, crystal blue persuasion.
You send before, during, and after you send it. So no one, not even WhatsApp, can read your messages. Always message privately. WhatsApp.
Another beautiful day on the way. We will add a little bit of a
new day is
nothing crazy, and some more clouds than what we had yesterday. We'll call today partly cloudy, very warm, highs around 84 degrees. We are entirely dry. For tonight, we're mostly cloudy, but dry, lows around 60. And for Wednesday, the daytime is dry, highs in the 80s. It will turn very windy, and then a strong to severe line of storms comes through late Wednesday evening and Wednesday night.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Latest accidents reported by the authorities. Vaughn Road at Central Park, they have the authorities directing traffic, and South Court at Mildred. We've got an accident.
The new day is coming.
On the ramp to East Boulevard. Not seen any backup as a result of that, but please be advised. The transport trucks are rolling in, and the new Toyotas are arriving daily at Reinhardt Toyota. There's now a selection of trucks and cars, new and used. Reinhardt Toyota on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes, but why not loving it for those cars that carry you and your family everywhere? Chico's Auto Pros show some love with house super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
Blind and deaf, Helen Keller was an undisciplined child until teacher Ann Sullivan came into her life. Their relationship was immortalized in The Miracle Worker, and no one will ever forget how Sullivan taught Helen to communicate by spelling out words in her hand. Keller became a world-renowned author and lecturer and a global ambassador for the disabled. We salute the extraordinary Helen Keller.
Stacking Benjamins with Joe and his good friend OG not only has great financial insight, it's laid back with humor too.
Joe and his gang.
And it's a great book, Joe. You're going to be autographing them, right, while we're there?
For $10 extra. No, I'm kidding. Yes, the number one way to make money. Write a book and charge everybody $10.
You know, Joe, I still have not gotten my own signed copy of that.
I have a hard copy, but it's not signed, so I guess I'll have to bring it.
I'm a horrible
Stacking Benjamins. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Economists are warning that sanctions against Russia could trigger devastating inflation, worse than the current 40-year highs. Hi, this is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to protect your savings right now with a gold IRA through Birch Gold, the only company I trust for gold. Just text the word SECURE to 989898. to get a free info kit on how to protect your savings with gold. So text the word secure to 989898.
Research shows that people remember radio ads with a booming voice that emphasizes all the main points. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
That part is super important.
Here's one with a booming voice.
I'm emphasizing everything.
Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance.
Like a page with every word highlighted.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Calusi with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Getting ready for a new baby is a busy time. An important decision is how you will feed your baby. Breastfeeding will give your baby the best start in life. Breast milk is easy to digest and it has all the nutrients your baby needs. Breast milk protects babies from diseases and infections, and the close physical contact creates a special bond. If you have questions about breastfeeding, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
Russell Wilson here with Play 60, United Way, and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day. To get involved, go to unitedway.org/play60. Are you guys going to do that every time? Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
I'm Aaron Tippett. I've been blessed to be able to make a living at what I love, making music for more than 25 years. But it didn't get there overnight. There were a lot of long days and nights of working just to make ends meet. Good things in life don't always come easy, but when you sweat for what you want, it makes it even sweeter when you get it. So remember to work hard, and when the opportunities present themselves, you got to be ready to grab them. This message is brought to you by the United States Air Force.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
All things ain't what they used to be now. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south and east. Whoa, mercy, mercy me.
Okay, all right. Continuing on with the man club requirements, you must wear socks. Okay, you got to wear socks. If you don't wear socks, you can't be in the man club. Okay. And what other? Oh yeah, and you no holes in your pants. You cannot be a man with holes all in your pants, especially if you buy them. Now, if those holes came from working hard, we can live with that. But if you buy a pair of pants with holes already in them, you cannot belong to the Elkins Man Club. Okay, I'm just sorry. But if those holes came from hard work, struggle, hard times, metal, yes, we welcome you to the Man Club. But if you buy them with holes in them already, that's like faking the funk. You didn't put them holes in there. Okay, all right. Let's see now. No holes in your pants. You must wear socks. No skinny pants. Okay, no skinny pants. No skinny suits. You gotta be a man. You gotta wear the suit like a man's supposed to wear a suit, not the skinny thing. Saw TD Jakes the other day in a skinny suit, big as he is. Come on, man. Don't let somebody else determine how you look. You know, look like a man. 860-1440 is the number. You want to give us a call? Love to talk to you. Good morning. Who's this? Yes.
Who was familiar with the Greg Don case, and he asked what was the status, even though he already knew. It's still sad today. It's just confirmation that Montgomery had kept off the ball on some of the black and the white activists, the ones who call in and talk radio every day. The ones who think the talk radio really makes a difference. Have, to the best of your knowledge, do you think talk radio is just effective when it comes down to issue? You've been talking on your show. Do you think that there's a cost for that discussion with Don on your show?
You know, I would tell you this one. I don't think talk radio has we have the capacity to help people, but when it comes to politics, I just don't know. I mean, it's a place to have a conversation, but does it make people, motivate people? I think the people who are motivated find talk radio, but talk radio doesn't necessarily give you motivation if you don't have it.
It's pretty much an issue driven. You know, watch how they got the people, they know a lot of people got my tip post in Georgia. They made a major impact on the outcome of the presidential election. If my number is 263-1035, 263-1035. If I could get 10 of your callers, people who think talk radio makes a difference with it, which I do think they actually make a difference on the issue. You can call me, and I'm gonna call, the other radio station. I'm trying to reach out to other people, man. We can get about 40 people, good, strong people, man, and we can come together, and we can put a little pressure on the Greg Garland case, because the media is not going to do it, but we're gonna take good people like yourself and other great people that call in who know all the answers. They call the radio station every day. They know all the answers to every issue that y'all face on the table. I think we really can put a little pressure on that one and say, hey, we won one major issue via talk radio. They're gonna take talk radio to get the message out. So I'm asking those who think the talk radio makes a difference to call me at 263-1035. And I really kind of, Marsha Johnson, she's one of the newly elected council. 3-4 years ago, her, myself, and Karen Jones, Jamel Brown, and about 8 more people, we met with the mayor. And the mayor put out about 2.5 years ago that he wanted a community review board. And Marsha Johnson at the time was a private citizen. And she was all for a community review board. But not one time has no one pushed that issue on the council besides the mayor. And I just don't understand why, especially the black ones, but I will understand the white ones. In the process of getting a new police chief and all that stuff, but are we winning? We have to win somewhere. So it would be the rule if one of the council people just even consider. I thought Ronde Mitchell was for the review board. But they come up with all these new laws all these new orders that make no sense. So they put a little chief and that community review board, man. I think we would say that at least we got something off the top radio. That's my comment for today, man. 263-1035. You call, and if you think that talk radio makes a difference, if you think that Greg Garland was wrongfully killed in front of his mother's house, 50 feet from her front door, they said his last word was, Mama, I don't want to die. Give me a call.
All right. Hey, appreciate it. I don't think that, talk, but I think it can be. It can be a vehicle for change if the people who listen are really want to change. It's called talk for a reason, because we do a lot of talking, But I will say one thing: the talk radio audience that I have been associated with for years has always been a giving people. Always, and I don't really know about the politics of it, but they've always reached out anytime I've ever had people who really needed a hand. It is a talk radio audience that you can come to, and those are the people who help you. Politics is such a divisive genre. It is such a. Two people can look at the same thing and interpret it totally, entirely differently from each other. I don't get it. There's no, if a child's hungry, or if a mother got a couple of kids and they're stuck in the house, it's cold because they don't have the gas on, something like that. Everybody knows what that's like, because we either became close to when we was coming up, or we did know about it. There's no what's what I'm looking at. There's no wrongness to that situation to help people like that. But politics, I don't know. It bothers me. But all I know is the talk radio audience has been a great audience to reach out and help folks. Now politically, I don't know. Maybe a lot of folks, just like everybody else, we get a bunch of groups together all the time, and and then we try to do something and not realize. And here's the deal. Here's one of the things I think you got to put people together who are willing to spend their own money. Okay, talking won't change much, but if you can spend your own money on advertisement, on pamphlets, on meetings, on social gatherings, on sponsoring things, it's gonna take money. That's why we come up with all these groups and all these people, but nothing really changes because you gotta be willing to spend your money. Okay, most folks right now spending enough money, but that's what you got to do. You got, okay. Let's take for instance, all these PAC organizations, all these PAC groups spend millions of dollars to get a message across, and they certainly affect elections. Millions of dollars. They don't just talk; they spend money to get that message across. So coming to a meeting is fine, but if you're not willing to have, first of all, you got to have people in your group with resources and influence. I learned that when I started my nonprofit organization, and I said I'm gonna put regular people on. I'm just gonna put regular people on that thing because we don't need rich people. But that was the biggest lesson I ever learned. Yeah, you do. You need people with the resources and the influence to reach out to the people you want to affect. Okay. So you just can't put regular people on the board sometimes. You got to put people that can make that can make something happen. Putting a bunch of like I told people, if you put 3 guys in a room, one a millionaire and the other 2 it's broke, you have opportunity. But if you just put 3 broke guys in a room talking, when you open the door, you still got 3 broke guys who can't do jack. So I'm just saying you gotta surround yourself with people of influence, people who can reach out and touch people, and that's one of the reasons why I don't really go to a lot of meetings or anything anymore, because we talk. I mean, we talk about what we want to. We have a meeting to talk about what we want to talk about, if and when we ever have the meeting. I mean, we have more meetings than anybody people I know. We have meetings. But until you are really willing and able to spend money to get your message across, we're just wasting a whole lot of people's time. Okay, whole lot of people's time. So and that has been my impression. That has been my experience since I have been here for 31 years. Everybody talks. Everybody talks, but ask them to write the check. Now, one thing I love about my Republican buddies around here, they'll have a meeting at somebody's house, some of the people that I know, and they'll pay $500 for a plate of spaghetti. Okay, they'll pay $10,000. They'll pay to help get the word out, to help that person if they get behind them. But Black folks politically, we don't really spend money on political or on politics. We don't really give money. Now I've written a couple of checks to people who I wanted to help win. I didn't have a big check, but I put a little bit in there. If everybody gives a little, then that turns out to be a lot. But I don't know very many Black folks who write a check politically. I just don't know. But you gotta spend the money. You ain't willing to spend the money? Stop whining. You gotta spend the money. If it means that much to you, you have to spend the money to get your message across. And you got to keep that message out there all the time. Whatever that message is, you got to keep it out there all the time. So again, if you surround yourself with people who don't want to spend money to help you get that message out there, forget about it. Save your time. Don't waste your effort. Put that effort with another group and help them. I'm just saying, it just doesn't do much good. And if you I can prove what I'm telling you. Go to any local politician that's running for office right now. Go to there's a place I believe in the county where they have to tell you who's giving them money. Okay. Go to some of your local politicians, see how much money they're collecting from regular people. $5, $10, $20, $25, something like that. See how they, and I forgot the name of the thing. Somebody can help me out here. But there's a place you can go to see who's getting money and where that money is coming from, if they're being honest. You know, where that money is coming from. Maybe somebody text me. What's the name of that? You can go online and look it up. You can go online. I think it's somewhere in the county. I call it election service. But you'll see that most of the money that comes to politicians, especially black politicians, is not from regular people. We will not write the check. Now, part of that's because we don't have the money sometimes, but the other part is that we really don't care. You know, we really don't care if you win or lose. Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. So, but if there's a place where you can look online and find out who's spending. I mean, you really want to know what the problem is? Go to that website and find out who is getting money from who, and then you'll find out where people's loyalties lie. Got to take a break. We'll be back.
Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
This recording is sponsored by Lowe's. This Saturday, tune into HGTV's Build It Forward in collaboration with Lowe's and 100 Hometowns. Build It Forward will select 5 local heroes for a surprise home renovation. Saturday at 5 p.m. Central on HGTV and streaming on Discovery Plus.
Another beautiful day on the way. We will add a little bit of a breeze today. We're talking wind speeds of 10 to 15, nothing crazy, and some more clouds than what we had yesterday. We'll call today partly cloudy. Very warm, highs around 84 degrees. We are entirely dry. For tonight, we're mostly cloudy, but dry, lows around 60. And for Wednesday, the daytime is dry, highs in the 80s. It will turn very windy, and then a strong to severe line of storms comes through late Wednesday evening and Wednesday night.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery's Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Hello, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send anyone on an alternate route. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Chico's Auto Pros has everything for your car, including discounted towing, convenient loaner cars, and an extra $100 value on every repair. Chico's Auto Pros, Atlanta Highway 239-9510. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
When it comes to tires, bald ain't so beautiful. It's time for a tire makeover at Chico's Auto Pros. Better price, better experience, guaranteed. 239-9510.
Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I need you right away. My faucet's leaking, there's water on the floor. We'll take it one more day. Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. For one flat rate price, I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home? Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay.
Oh, that ain't right.
I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please
Fix my home.
Tim James. Ben Franklin said there are only 2 things certain in life: death and taxes. Now, thanks to Kay Ivey, there's a third: death, taxes, and Kay Ivey's gas tax increase. It goes up automatically without a vote, forever. Tim James. Governor Ivey and the political crowd found a way to raise taxes forever without having to vote on it. Gasoline is a commodity. It goes up and down. When they did it, gas was under $2. Now it's over $3. All of this taken together is very hard on your paycheck. Kay Ivey's gas tax increase that goes up automatically without a vote. It's my opinion that the time has come to give back the people of Alabama a tax cut. I'm Tim James, and as governor, I will repeal the never-ending gas tax increase because working folks need a break. It's time to fight back.
Tim James, Governor. Paid for by Tim James, Governor, 2022.
Attention River Region. Don't wait on one of those internet companies to hopefully call you back. You'll be disappointed even if they do. Just Blinds and Travel is here to make sure your home has the look and feel of the best American-made window treatments, including motorization and smart home options. Your guests will love them as much as you do. For over 35 years, Just Blinds has been the trusted local source for quality, beauty, and customer satisfaction, serving Lake Martin, Auburn, and the River region.
Attention men, have you ever been embarrassed when the time was right, but you just couldn't perform? Now there's hope. The secret starts with a visit to Montgomery Men's Health. Men from 21 to 93 are performing better than before, even when the pills don't work. Their urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including the PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatments extra. Results may vary. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show. Weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
You know, I was looking at my son today. I'm saying to myself, when did he get that big? I mean, I was there every day, but I don't remember it. When did it happen? Anyway, 860-1440. Now he's driving the car. I mean, when did that happen? I don't know, but it happened, obviously. Good morning. Who's this? Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I found Caligula. And you remember back when they eliminated VHS?
Yes.
We live in our culture has evolved to what I name my corporation, BFC, Brute Force Cybernetics. You create a need for something, then you fill it. If you look at just the audio, video, and all the stuff that they created in this cybernetic world we live in, cybernetics is a Greek word for stealing. And they create these things, they get rid of it. But I bought 3 televisions with built-in VHSs because I have so many tapes that I've made over the years, and I wanted to make sure that I could play them. But I found that movie, Caligula, CBS did a series called High Audience. And the more I think about it, boy, when I saw what Caligula did to Jeff Sessions, and then now recently Mo Brooks, boy, the shoe fit. You need to watch it. Everybody, if you just look him up and see what type of Caesar he was. And you'll agree with me that that will be how we remember Donald Trump. That he was just like Caligula.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my call this
All
morning.
right. Appreciate it. The one thing, I didn't bring this up the other day because I was trying to figure out what happened, but finally I did figure out what happened. Sheriff Cunningham, one of his deputies were involved in a shooting, and he had to return fire, killing his own father. Montgomery County Sheriff Derek Cunningham called a news conference the other day to shed new light on the involvement of his off-duty deputies Friday's deadly shooting in Lower Wetumpka Road. Cunningham said the situation started as a domestic violence incident involving the mother and father of one of his deputies shortly before 5 p.m. The sheriff said that the deputy, his mother, and brother were on the way to get a warrant of and protection order when the father struck their vehicle, escalating the situation. The deputy told his mother and brother to leave, at which point he got out of his car and shot 5 times. The injured deputy returned fire, Cunningham said, killing his own father in the process. And our prayers go out to that deputy and to the sheriff's department. We know it's a difficult time for you guys now. Domestic issues are just some of the toughest issues to deal with, especially when it involves family. So our prayers go out to them, and hope the deputy gets well and is on the road to recovery. But I think he was shot 5 times. But God bless him and his family, and it's tough out there when you got to take down your own dad. Also, Dale Albert sworn in as the new police chief yesterday. He was read the oath by Judge Hardwick, and looked pretty good to me. And that's a tall son of a gun too. You know, I tell you what, I don't think I'll be able to open up a whoop can of butt on him. But anyway, he is now there's a new sheriff in town now. That's actually a true statement now. But again, I still want to give props to our interim sheriff, who I thought did an outstanding job. You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can never please all the people all the time. And give it 2 weeks, somebody can be talking about this guy. So in 2 weeks, somebody gonna tell, well, what do we bring him in here for? Since somebody's gonna be complaining. You know, matter of fact, he was sworn in yesterday afternoon. Last night, somebody was probably already complaining. So that's just the way human beings are. That's just the way it goes. Okay. Woman shot in a Bessemer while walking children to the car. Another brother shooting guns out there. Quazon E. Johnson, 34, was charged with attempted murder. Bessemer police detectives said that they signed an attempted murder warrant in a shooting of a mother who was walking her kids to her car Monday morning. Okay, then. This guy got a nerve to smile on his mugshot. He was arrested the same day of the shooting and has made bond. Why would we give a guy bond who just did this? Why would we give him bond? I mean, he gonna shoot at a woman, almost kill a child, hurt a child. Why we going? I don't know. Why we gonna give somebody bond? Obviously, they're a danger to society. I mean, come on. That's what they need to be doing down there at the bond should be so high that a poor man can't reach it, especially if he did this kind of crap. But anyway, I just, I don't know. It's a shame. I don't know why we keep. I understand constitutionally everybody's entitled to a little bond here, a little bond there. I'm with you, but there are just some cases that are so outrageous until I just don't see why we continue that. But anyway, that's not me. That's the Constitution of the United States. Okay, that's where it goes. What else is going on? I did get a call again from. Tim James. We're going to try to reschedule one more time and see if he can make it up here this time. I told him, making brother look bad now, make me look bad, but we'll see. But they promised me they're coming. I'll say, okay, then. No wonder I can't even. And now of all the people that's running for governor, who are you guys inclined to vote for? Or that's standing between Brooks, Katie Britt, and who's the other person that's running? Mo Brooks, Katie Britt, and Durant. Now, personally, we probably would be well served no matter who we get. My only problem, I got a heartburn with Britt because they don't return calls, they don't return, and so if they won't return them now, then what the hell make me think they're gonna return? Well, excuse me, let me square that away. They don't return calls to me. Okay, I'm just saying, maybe she look at me, maybe she been on my Facebook page, thinks I'm a Democrat or something like that, and maybe that's what that is. So they won't return the call to me. So maybe they don't like black people. I don't know. I hate to use the race card, but that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, why wouldn't he? I'm a nice guy. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. I know who that is. That's you. Okay, my good Christian friend there. I know I'm just not going to answer. Oh, I got to go. Bye.
Good morning. I'm Jasmine Williams, WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Tuesday. Public interviews continue for the candidate running for the Montgomery Public School System superintendent role. The NPS School Board recently interviewed Dr. Melvin Brown in Ohio. Next up, Dr. Anthony Lewis from Kansas, Dr. Marla Shepard from Texas, Dr. Donald Warren in Georgia, Dr.